I was 18 years old. I didn't know anything. I still don't, but then I really didn't know anything. I love books, I love painting, and I liked acting. For whatever reason, my parents didn't want me to go to art school. I guess they wanted me to get a well-rounded education. So painting was out. And growing up here in Palo Alto, very little experience, acting didn't seem like a possibility. My father wanted me to be a math major, and that wasn't happening, so we made a compromise. I would go to UCLA to study English. So there I was, 5 arrests under my belt, and all I really knew is that I was going to have to break up with my girlfriend as we were going to different cities. I was going to LA where I didn't know anyone, and I was going to study English, which sounded okay, but it wasn't that exciting. I went to UCLA, I studied English, but it just wasn't doing it for me. I love literature, but I was in LA. And in LA, everyone's an actor. The waiters are actors, the bartenders are actors, even the doctors in LA are actors. So why couldn't I be an actor? There was a guy in my dorm that was on this terrible TV show, and I thought, well, why couldn't I be an actor? I'd give it a try. I wasn't a theater major at UCLA, and they told me I couldn't even apply to be a major until I was a junior. I couldn't wait. So I found an acting school outside of UCLA, and pretty soon acting became my focus. My grades were terrible at UCLA, I mean terrible. So against everyone's advice, I left. My parents, they told me if I wasn't going to school, I was going to have to support myself. I told them, well, I'm going to acting school, that's my education. But no, they weren't having it. So I had to get a job. The only problem was I had no car, so I had to get a job within walking distance of my apartment. I had no job experience. I'd been fired from a cafe on Middlefield, being falsely accused of stealing $2, and been fired from the Palo Alto golf course for eating naked lunch while driving the cart that picks up the balls. So the only place I could get a job within walking distance of my apartment was McDonald's. So there I was, 19 years old. I dropped out of college to work at McDonald's. My parents were very proud. I went to acting school in the day, I served Big Macs at night. But I was doing what I loved. It was a decision I made on my own, so I had to make it work. I worked my ass off.